Hey, how's everybody doing today? This is Bruce. Welcome to the channel. Today is Sunday, and just kind of relaxing a little bit. We've been in the middle of a few projects. You guys can check out some of the other videos and stuff, but this is just some of the stuff that I'm going through and looking at and collecting. Been collecting off and on for quite some time, but yeah, a little bit of a mess. This isn't all my stuff, but most of it is. Anyway, I was looking for some Star Wars figures today because I picked up a set of Star Wars figures from a guy I knew, and I was trying to find my original Star Wars set, or figures, the ones that were left over from my brother out in the sandbox. He lost most of them, but I know I found some. Anyway, I was out here looking, and then I happened to come across this, and I was like, what is this? And this is box 2 of 2. And then I remembered, this stuff was given to me, gosh, this had to have been given to me somewhere probably around, oh my gosh, let me really think here a second. Oh, wow, maybe 2012? And it's just been in boxes since then. So there's 2 boxes. And it says old baseball. I saw some football already because I took a peek. Star Wars cards. They're not the like. They're the game cards, I guess. And maybe you guys will. At least I think that's what it all is. But I don't know if you can see this. So this is one of the boxes, and I'm hoping my video comes out right. I'm sorry if it doesn't, but let me try to get situated here again. Anyway, here's a bunch of cards. This will be a video kind of for everybody because there's actually a little bit of everything. Now I think most of the stuff might be from the 90s. So I'm just kind of gonna take, I guess they're not really in any order. Well, they're not now. But I think most of the cards here, so we got some NFL Pro Set. Let's see. I don't know how many boxes of these there are. Get off me. Because I really haven't looked yet. But there's some of the cards so far. Alright. So it looks like the baseball and football might be mostly from the 90s. So what happened was I did a move for this guy, and man, this happens a lot. I just really haven't thought of it until just now. But I did a move for this guy, and some of the stuff, he was moving to Wyoming. And like I said, this was back around 2000 and, man, anywhere from probably 2010 to 2012, 2013, if I had to guess. And we were packing them up because he was going to move to Wyoming. And he was like, here, do you want all these? Do you want all these? And they were, these were all of his kids' stuff. And I guess he just didn't want to drag them out to Wyoming. And he was a great guy. He owned a car dealership here in town. I wish I could remember his name. I remembered it the other day. But he was such a great guy, good customer. And we packed his house for him, but he said, hey, do you want to take all these just for helping? So I said, yeah, sure. And back then I didn't I didn't know, and I still don't know hardly anything about baseball or football card collecting. If you guys look at my videos, you'll see that it's a learning curve for sure, and I have learned a lot since January, which is when I started kind of getting into some more of these. But anyway, so we have those, and then I was looking over here. Now this part of the video is going to be for a different crowd. So I'm over here, and I start looking. So here's these Star Wars, and I don't know anything about these cards here, but they really look like they're in good shape. I don't know anything about these, and I'm going to have to really go through these now because of what else I found here a second ago before I started recording. I'll just take this out. So we've got some of this stuff, and there's 2 boxes of these, 2 moving boxes filled with this stuff. I feel like there's a lot of the Star Wars stuff in here. So here's a bunch of them. I guess they're sleeved up, and I've never looked through these since he gave these to me. And this is kind of how I am sometimes. I just like get stuff and I throw it in a box, and then I'll look at it later. So here's 2 things that are sleeved up, 3 things that are sleeved up for some reason. And if it's like Magic or any of those other games, I'm sure there's probably a reason they're sleeved for value. Now I can't tell on these. These don't look like Star Wars, so I really don't know. I don't know what this stuff is. So, and if you guys know, by all means comment below. I guess they are. Okay, I see. They're not sleeved. They're just bigger cards, and they're. No, these are sleeved. Okay, so like here's something, and this one's been sleeved. So I don't know anything about this stuff. So, but then this is going to be for another group of you maybe. So I'm looking, and all of a sudden I see some Pokemon. So I see a whole bunch of Pokemon cards, and these look like they're all in very good shape. Look at the edges there. They look like they're in really good shape. I don't know what's here. Let's see if I can at least pick one out. If I'm not mistaken, that one had some value, especially. I just learned about some of this the other day. I think that's a good one. I think that's a first series. Tell me if I'm wrong. Comment below. I think that's a good value card. I might be wrong. I just got some Pokemon not long ago, and I did my first video on Pokemon cards, and I'm learning learning all that. All right, what do we got back here? Looks like a bunch of empty sleeves. Try to do this a different way. Let me put these back. Yeah, I wish I could just use both of my hands. So we've got some stuff just shoved in here. I can't even tell if I'm holding this the right way or not. What the heck? Start here at the end. All right, and then we've got some football thrown in here. So this is kind of a hodgepodge of cards. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to take all this in and look at it. I'm not familiar with any of these newer cards. The ones I've really been familiarizing myself with the most are going to be from, I don't know, early 90s and prior, really like 70s to 90s. All right, there's a Pokemon. That's a shiny one. Then we've got a Star Wars mixed in. So everything's mixed in together, which that'll make it kind of fun. All right, let's see what this is. So I do remember seeing that the other day. I don't recall if it had value. It's a first series. I'm going to be excited to go through these. I don't know if you guys have ever looked up Pokemon cards, but they're pretty crazy. Gerhardt was his name. Real nice guy. He owned, I don't know what car dealership he owned, but back in the, I'm thinking it, man, I just don't know. There was something weird going on in the economy and all the car dealerships were closing. I can't remember what year that was. I don't know if that's when the housing crash was having like a trickle effect on everything. Don't remember. So these look like they're all first series Pokemon. So that's cool. And let's jump into more of these Star Wars. Let me put these away before they take a tumble. So I'm sorry the video isn't based upon your particular subject. If you guys like football and I'm looking at Pokemon or vice versa, but I just wanted to really do this video. As soon as I saw this, I was like, oh wow, I gotta start recording, because this is all just happening right now. So there's a lot of Pokemon cards to go through. Alright, so let me just pull out, set this phone down. Let me just pull out a handful of these sleeved Star Wars real quick. And I'm sorry about the lighting. Let me see if I can come over here. We'll do it this way. So we've got, I don't know if these have value or not. I'm hoping that they do, and I feel like they will. Everything Star Wars usually has some kind of good value associated to it. And I don't know if you guys know a year on these or not. That one looks kind of beat up. Let me just take this out and see. And they don't say on that side. Man. Geesh, is it real tiny right there on the side? This one's really beat up. $19.95. Wow. Okay, those are pretty old. $19.95. I don't know if they're all from that era, but that's pretty exciting. Let me put the phone down again. All right, let me put these back, and then I'm gonna grab a handful. Just give me 1 minute here. Oh, sheesh. Let's see here. I don't know what these are. I just grabbed them. Looks like possibly more Star Wars. Young Jedi. Okay, so that box that had some more Star Wars in it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out some of these football or baseball, whatever. Let's just go ahead and grab from this box. Tony Gwynn. I don't know if that one has any value or not. Hopefully these all don't dump on me. Dan Marino. So do you guys, are these any good ones here? Mike Mussina. Dave Winfield. John Elway. And then we're back into these again. Alright, let's see. I don't think these are in any kind of order, so. I know I'm not doing a very good job with these, but maybe you guys will get a good idea on exactly what may or may not be in here. And by all means, comment below on any of this stuff. I did pull out another box of cards that I was looking at. Came from another collection. Actually, it was another move I did. I traded. I guess I've done several trades or offset the prices on some stuff. This, like I said, is this is basically somebody being nice and giving me stuff that they just had sitting around. So I'm not really seeing anyone, except for in this first few there were some names, but I don't know if they were too new to be worth anything or not. I'm just gonna grab a few more and I'll probably end the video, and then I'm gonna come back later on with another video. Just gonna go through these quick. And I'm sorry I wasn't ready to do a video, but otherwise I would have been set up better. Eddie Murray, Rogers, Sedino rookie. All right. I don't know if you guys are able to see any of these that I'm pulling out, but hopefully you are. Do a few more. I don't remember if I showed you these. All right, so we're going to end the video there. Make sure you guys check out more updates from this find. Again, that is one box of two. Man, that's probably the second box back there. I'll do another update on that in a little while. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video.